think the best way to purpose the transatlantic relationship is to reform important institutions like the World Trade Organization and to re-strengthen our commitment to the rule of law and rule-based order. It's very, very difficult as China presents a very attractive economic opportunity to us for the US and the EU to not particularly focus on major reforms of international institutions. And without reform, China will create its own institutions like the Asian Investment Bank to replicate the international system and the multilateralism that we have. So it's essential for reform, and it's also essential for the transatlantic relationship to focus on transparency, strength of institutions. And I think that way we can make sure that China's investment patterns, its foreign and security policy are more attuned to the international rules-based order. So China does pose a threat to the United States and to Europe, first economically. To make sure that we have transparent economics, we want to make sure that China's telecommunications control does not create a surveillance pattern of our citizens that would be inappropriate to our rules. We also don't want to create too great a dependency on China's infrastructure and research and development aspects. Again, we want to retain that independence and the rules and our values that we hold dear. Militarily, China poses a most immediate challenge in the Indo-Pacific, in the South China Sea, as it negates the Law of the Sea Treaty, infringing on the country's exclusive economic zones. That we need to manage. And now China is starting to express a global military presence. Again, it's fine for China to grow militarily, but we want to make sure there's transparency, there's a code of conduct to make sure we don't have accidents or miscalculation. China, in many ways, represents both the threat and the opportunity. We want China to become a responsible stakeholder in the international system, but this is requiring the opportunity is for the United States and our transatlantic partners to reform our international institutions to accommodate China's growing economic and military presence. At the same time, if we allow China to continue to set new rules and new standards against human rights, against different types of international organizations that work against Western interests, that's the challenge. We can meet this challenge if we unify, we work closely with between the United States, the European Union, Japan, the other democracies of the world. If we combine and ensure and insist on international rules and transparency, I think China can become a more responsible stakeholder in the future.